Baby,
And
Lucinda wiped the floor with Andreina. I literally was like, I was Tyreek. I said, baby, you gotta go. You gotta go. Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Love Island Games, Season 2, Episodes 1 and 2. We're talking about the first duel. My name is Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I am a pop culture writer and an attorney. So do we want to start at the duel? Because to me, that was the most interesting part of all of this. All these 3 hours of episodes, the duel. I was like, okay, y'all need more of these. This is what y'all need. More of these.
Yeah. So, the duel was good. I did not watch. I know we both did not watch the first season of Love Island Games. So we are completely new to this, new to some of the contestants as well, specifically these ones from UK, France, and all of these other places. But yeah, the duel, I was like, when they described what was happening, I said for sure Josh is likely going to win, and Andrea is likely going to win because she is towering over Lucinda.
Yeah.
Baby, Lucinda wiped the floor with Andreina. I literally was like, I was Tyrique. I said, baby, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, and I was like, she needs to stand up. She has such a strong, well, maybe it's not strong, but her bottom half, her thighs, like that's where your power is. Like that's where your power is. So I just knew she was going to be able, but like Tyreek was saying, she was falling too much and she was being down on the ground too much. She made me think of that little meme, you know, that meme where that guy's like, like that's how it felt watching her. I was like, she must be like just discombobulated right now. This is a lot.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, like, after the first one, I was like, okay, now you get the gist of it. But I do also, because I am a challenge watcher, and they have similar competitions like this in the challenge. And there is a physics to it, which I think Charlie in his duel, he was kind of picking up. Like when Josh is about to step, you gotta move. Like that is your time to move an inch on your contestant because their balance is off. You know what I'm saying? They might not be 100% planted on that foot that's on the ground. So you gotta understand how to like move, step, and when you can do that, which is like how some of the smaller guys will end up winning against the bigger guys in challenges like this on the challenge. It's because it's like you're not anticipating that this dude is able to like knock you off your feet a little bit. And so I was trying to figure out like, and you know, like what is going on. It's like she went into it very like, oh, okay. I'm like, girl, this is a competition for $250,000, baby. Like,
yeah, no, I just knew she was going to win as well. I don't like, but the one thing I will say is about the competition is that it felt like it was unsafe for the lady, like, and men, I guess, like, because it was strapped around their jock area or whatever. But for the women, it was around their waist. I was like, reproductive organs, like, can we not? I don't know. It just felt like it was pulling in that area, or even just your gut. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily, because it's probably more like anatomically where their gut was versus where their like reproductive organs were. But still, I'm like, bruh, I don't know. This feels a little unsafe.
I didn't even think about that. I was just like, pull that girl, pull her, pull.
You know, and Andrina seemed like she was going through it. Like when she came out, she looked like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. This is not it. But what did you think about Charlie and Josh's duel?
I thought it was good. Charlie put up a good fight. He didn't give it to him. So that first round, he surprised me, you know, because he is smaller compared to Josh. And well, so, I was like,
Josh seemed a little miniature to me. He just has like, he's built. He's size. Built, and that matters.
Yeah, he's built. Yeah, he has size. And Josh seems like the kind of guy when he works out, he's like I work on my mobility, my agility, my speed, my everything, you know? So it doesn't seem like he just be in the gym just like lifting weights, you know?
Because even
like he's probably more well-rounded in the gym.
Yeah, well, I could see he did leg day. You know how, like, Mert was like, "Don't skip leg day, guys." Like,
Yeah.
I can tell from when they were lining up, and I was like, "Look at his stance." Like, his thighs are, like, thick, and I'm like, "This
Yeah.
man works out all of his body." You know, he probably got,
Yes,
like, a
all of
little,
it.
finger curl thing. I got an injury, but like, a little finger curl thing. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was a good fight. I was like, this what I wanna see. I wanna be like, "Ooh,
Right.
ooh, 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 go get it." Like, keep me on the edge of my seat, baby. I don't like no toss-throughs. I don't like to see nobody get wiped across the floor. Cause now I mean, I don't even feel bad for Andreina, quite honestly, because 'cause I'm like,
Yeah.
"Girl, did you try? Did
Yeah.
you try?"
No, 'cause I mean,
But
it was
yeah.
entertaining, even her loss, but I was like, "This is
Yeah.
where it's at." Like, these challenges when I in the first episode, I was like, "Ugh, I hate challenges in Love Island, these kissy things." Even the cast members don't like the
Yeah.
slimy neck. They kept referring to the kisses as, like, the slime, and
Sandy,
it was
slimy,
nasty, and it was gross.
gross.
Yeah. It's like they don't like doing it. They gotta probably just push past it. I'm like, "We don't like watching it. They don't like doing it. Come on, cut it out, cut it out." And so I just
Yeah.
felt like when I saw that in the challenge in the first episode that the challenge was it's like, "Bruh, is this gonna be what it is all season? Because this is the worst part of Love Island. Like, it really, really is." But I'm glad that they have this little dual concept. So they need to have
Yeah.
that, keep that going, because that was entertaining. I was like, "Okay." The guys probably even like, "What?
Definitely.
What's happening?" Like, the guys who watch it with their girlfriends and stuff, like, "Okay, this is my show," because it's a little competition, like, for real, for real. So I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, so do we want to move into couple slash like first impressions of
Mhm.
everyone? We got
Mhm.
2 good episodes to kind of start
Mhm.
to get to know
Mhm.
all of our contestants.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe we
yeah.
should start with Lucinda and Mert
Yeah.
slash Solene.
Okay. We can start. Let's start with Lucinda, I guess. Or let's
Yeah.
start with Solene. Cause homegirl came in and was like, she
Hey,
not one
that's
to
my girl.
fuck with. Like, she's giving, like,
I
she's
like
gonna be good
Solene.
entertainment. Yeah, good
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah. Good entertainment. She seems witty with it, and
Yeah.
I'm ready for something to happen where she just like put you on your ass and be like,
Yeah.
now say it again.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that. But yeah, she came in. She didn't give no f's, and I was like, this is bombshell energy.
Yeah.
Like,
No, for sure. For sure.
what did you think about her choosing Mert after he wasn't looking at her and she was like, "Oh, you don't want to look at me? Okay,
I
well, let
know.
me pick you then."
I know. I was just like, it's like she's like a ball buster. So I'm like, this girl, she ain't want to play with. So I'm glad Lucinda did not pick her because she would have lost. Personally, I think.
Yeah.
I think she would
Yeah,
have
I think
lost.
so too. I
And,
think so
I
too.
don't know, because like, I guess we'll talk about Andrina when we talk about Andrina, but, like, something about Andrina doesn't give like, I was surprised that she picked her, but there's something about Andrina I think that people can pick up on that's giving
Yeah.
you a little talk, you may not be about that action, and
Right.
so, it's interesting, but I don't think that Celine girl
No,
is any
Solene was
kind of talk.
ready.
Yeah.
She was ready. When
Yeah.
Garby was like, she's gonna pick who we expect, and she was like, "My name is not expect. My name is
I
Solene."
know.
No, yeah, I like Solene. What did you think about the scene where Mert came to bring Lucinda breakfast and had Lucinda try the oatmeal and then try to give it to her? She was like, "I'm not a dog. That's dog food. I'm not a Doberman."
I know, yeah. That's why I said
Eat
she
'em
a
up.
real one.
Yeah.
So she gonna be bringing the drama this season for sure, for sure. What'd you think about Lucinda as a whole? I was so annoyed about all her crying. She's very pretty.
Thanks.
I'll give her
Yeah,
that.
she's very
She's
pretty.
very, very
Yeah.
pretty. But there was a lot of crying, and I was like, "Girl, what are we doing?"
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. No, I did really appreciate her turnaround when it came down to the duel. And she was like, "You know what? This is for $250,000. Like
mhm,
this is
mhm,
life-changing money. Like, let me get my
mhm,
head in the game." Because I was like,
mhm.
"Yeah, girl. Like, this ain't just Love Island. This is Love Island Games."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I definitely was like, Mert. I was surprised that Mert was still seemingly into her after she was acting like she couldn't do it, and
Mm. He ain't here
she,
for the games. He here for I'm not even sure he's here for love,
yeah.
but he's here to get some. I don't know. But he was yeah, he's smitten. So
Yeah, well, he seemed upset in the first challenge that he lost, so I figured he was here to play.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, he was a little down. He seemed like he was down at
what?
least, but you know, he said
Yeah,
to this tonight he's a sensitive guy, so
yeah. What do you think about him?
I think he's fine.
That's
That's a
funny.
handsome man.
Yeah, he's all
That is
right.
I wasn't really feeling him at first, like his cast photos,
Mm,
his introduction, but like when you see him, I don't know if it's
mhm,
the lights in the confessional room
mhm,
or whatever, but he is just he's a beautiful man to me. I'm
mhm.
like, that is a nice looking man.
Yeah, I mean, I can see him. I can see it. I can see it. I something about him for me. I think it's just the language barrier because it's
Yeah.
he can only say simple statements, and so it feels kind of like, eh,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Which I think is
Um,
probably gonna be a barrier for Lucinda, like, actually liking him. I think, like she
yeah,
said, the physical attraction is there, which
yeah,
of course,
uh,
but how can you have a
yeah.
deep conversation or really get
Hmm.
to know someone when you guys don't speak the same language? And I'm actually a little shocked that he chose to come on the show, this English speaking show,
Well, the way he's
knowing that there
talking,
could be a barrier.
yeah, but like he apparently won his season of Love Island, and he was on what he said, Casa Amor All Star, something.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
I think he
yeah.
just like, oh, this is the vet. That
He's a
is the
vet.
worldwide one. Let
Yeah.
me get it together. So that is what it is. I don't have any other thoughts on him. Any other thoughts? Who we want to? Do
Nope,
we
I
want?
think that is
Let's get
it.
into Andrina, like the other dual folks. Let's get into them.
Yeah,
Andrina. I mean, because I guess
and
Lucinda's now with
Tyreek.
Tyreek, and then we could talk about Charlie. So,
Yeah,
what are
let's
your
get into
thoughts? Yeah.
Andrina. Through the first like episode and then like half of this episode, I was like, okay, great. Like we're getting to see more of her, right? Because we didn't get to
Mhm.
see much of her last season.
Mhm. Mhm.
However, I am like, she a little corny. Like she a little cheesy
Mm.
to me.
Mm.
Like not in like a
Interesting.
bad way,
No, like
but like her, I don't know. The laugh is very cheesy,
it's
corny.
fake.
Like you know,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
you think
That's
it's fake? I think that
hell
is
yeah,
her real
because it's so
laugh.
forced. It's giving fake to me.
I don't think she
Because it's
wouldn't
like
be huffing and puffing like that while she's
like
laughing
it's
and be
goofy.
fake.
No, I think it's fake. I think it's like she's trying to have a thing and how some people just like they want a thing that is like, oh, that's so them, and then they do it. Now, I will say I've been accused of fake laughs, but it's not like a loud fake laugh. It's the low fake laugh. They're like, you ain't laughing at that. So I know what it's like to be falsely accused about it. You said that about me before. You be like the like I guess it's like a like I'll do
Because she'd
that.
be like, ha ha ha.
Like, no,
You do that.
it's a real laugh. It wasn't gut busting funny. It just was like, like it was funny. It was kind of like that, It was like, and so it's a low laugh. But I'd be like, it's a real laugh, and people be like that fake laugh, and I'm like, no, that was a real laugh. It's just that's the first notch of my laughter, and then like it goes up from there. But hers is all loud, like, and it's very like it's very just I think it's fake.
I
it seems like
don't
it
know
takes a
why
lot of
that girl
effort.
would have a fake laugh like that. And why would it be like that of all the fake laughs to have?
Because I
I
think she
don't know.
wants a thing. I don't know. I mean, look. I could be wrong.
I do
I
think she wants the thing to be a thing, but I don't think she's trying to do it through laughter. I think she's trying to do it through like this. I'm gonna eat you alive and like tell you how good you are and da 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 da.
but I think she
Show
knows
you a
she's
little bit of
super
jealousy.
cute, and so I think that she feels like that adds an element to her. But I mean, I'm just literally just putting together a bunch of different
Well,
movies and
Tyreek
characters I've
was
seen.
acting a little shocked. He was a little shocked when she did that laugh.
Yeah,
He was like, "Tell me that's not your laugh." Like,
I still think she likes that. Like I'm saying, I am judging off of movies. I feel like I've seen people do stupid stuff like this before. But I will say as a whole, something about Andrina gives she's just putting on a little bit and she's like, this is what you want to see and da 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 and I'm gonna give you da da da. It doesn't give genuine
yeah,
like not to jump around to people, but Nicola, is that how you pronounce her name? Like,
yeah,
she is what I think Andrina is pretending to be. Like, Nicola is very like,
yeah.
But it's very authentic and it's very genuine. But I don't know. It's something about Andrina is not giving that. But I don't know. I could be
No,
completely wrong.
I now that I do, I can see that. I can see that. It does seem like she's trying to make sure that this perception of her potentially being boring or whatever is not necessarily her thing. Because I definitely wrote down a couple times like, oh, she want to make sure she leave here with something. Like she is not coming out of here empty-handed. And I even think like her, wanting to kiss and all the things. Like I think the season seveners are very aware of the
Public
perception
perception.
on them right now, and they are putting on, in my opinion, all of them. Charlie, Chris, they all like we in this thing. Like they not even fresh. I'm like they too fresh.
Yeah,
They too
they
fresh.
haven't, yeah.
They haven't had a break.
Season 6 is still on, season 7 is still on
See,
them.
yes, it's still on them. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move into Tyreek. What are your thoughts on Tyreek?
Mixed thoughts. I like him and then I don't like him. It's like he's like an ace for me. There was somebody that was just like, this I don't like, but this I do like. I like that he's got confidence. A confident man can always be like, okay, give me a little bit of like, okay. But I like his confidence, and I don't like cocky though. And he definitely dips into cocky, but then it's just like he's so confident. But also he kind of is knowing who to pick with the Josh.
Yeah.
Like Josh seems a little like an easy target. So yeah, those are my thoughts. He's not as cute as he thinks he is. His confidence makes him cuter, to be
Yeah,
honest.
definitely, definitely. When Andrina was like, he's so fine, I was like, is it all of that? Like he's not bad looking, but I definitely was like, I don't know if he's giving just like drop dead lick you from the Kuda to the Ruda.
Oh my
Like
God. But that's like what you said. Let's double back onto Andrina. I'm sorry. But it's that piece right there that's just like some of it's giving disingenuous to me. It's giving, are you playing for the cameras? Because it's just like, oh, and then my Maddie's right there. And da, 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 oh my God. Like
yeah.
I turn around and he's there. Like, are you playing up for like this, America votes at some point or whatever? Is that what's going on? And then also, I don't know if she is really interested in him, but it's given with a man like him, you about to play yourself. Like the way she acting, because she like, oh, I know you're going to be dating other women. I know you're going to be this. It's like,
Yeah.
Andrina, stand on the ass God gave you, or whoever, the surgeon. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but it's there. And so you need to make sure you're, I'm in somebody else's face. I'm in, like make him be like, oh, I can't let her get away. It's like, don't be all up under him, because she's like, when I see what I want, when I know when I know what I want. And it's like insinuating, I know I want you, so I'm good. This is where I want to be. It's like, and so he's saying that, girl, don't you be all locked in.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I agree. I like, because that part of it, I'm like, is very much so against the Andreina we saw in season 7, where she seemed very unbothered. Like it was like either you like me or you don't, and that's how she acted even like outside the villa. When she was like, the better guys are outside, and certain people are in her DMs and stuff like that. So it is kind of like, like what is this here? Is it truly like I find him attractive? I think part of her does like him, but I'm just like, Andrea, you seem like the type of girl that knows you got to play a little hard to get. So what is not connecting here for sure, for sure. But Tyreek, I like Tyreek. I like that he wants to stir the pot. I like that he wants to be a little messy. I feel like we need one every season. We need one. We need somebody who ain't afraid to, pick. Josh, he's sensitive. So I'm like, baby, this is a game. Like, and what did he say? He was like, you got to put the tactics in there. Call me tactical or whatever he said.
I don't think I remember that part. That was this episode or last?
This episode, when he pulled KK, he was like, I'm feeling it, but we might want to make some trouble in paradise with Chris and KK. And so he was like, got to have the tactics in there. It's a game. So yeah, I like that he want to have fun with it. I feel like for Love Island games, it's appropriate for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it is still a competition show. And so you want to stir it up a little bit. It can't all be
Yeah.
about
Love
lovey
you.
dovey. If it
Yeah.
was Love Island, then, all right, chill out. But like,
Mm-mm.
this is about sizing up your competition and
Mm-hmm.
putting them on their ass and,
Mm.
do what you got to do. So
I
I'm all
agree.
for it. I like Tyreek. I don't really have anything like, I don't, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, this is a game where you can choose, are you here for the money or are you here for the
Mm-hmm.
love? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to fault you if you're here for the money and you playing, because that's what competition shows are all about.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Should we move to Charlie?
Yeah, let's get into Charlie. Charlie came in. He said, I'm Big Daddy this season, baby. No games are being played. Ain't nobody finna snatch nothing away from me. He did lose that duel, but he is definitely, I think, coming with a different energy for sure.
Interesting. I mean, a little bit. I can see it. I can see it. It's like the same Charlie is there, but I can see him being a little less maybe desperate as he was last
Yeah.
time. Like he was just like, oh, I did. Like he's now more like, you won fair and square. Respect this man. Da da da. All that good stuff. But Charlie and Nicola, they look like siblings to me. They look like
Yeah.
siblings. They look so much alike. I'm like, oh my God, y'all.
Yeah, they do. They do. They
But
look like
yeah,
they're from the same family for sure.
do you think he should have picked who you pick? Lucinda? Who you pick? Andrea, yeah.
Yeah.
You think he should have picked her or you think he should have picked somebody else?
I don't know who else he would have picked, to be quite honest. I mean, I feel like you coming in and you just choosing who you like. So no thoughts on that. I feel like, Solene picking Mert, that was a little calculated, of course. It was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but I think it was very French of her at the same time
Mhm.
to be like, I'm gonna solve this mystery. Like it was
Mhm.
very, I feel like, on brand with French culture and things like that, and very
Yeah, she's
demanding and assertive.
quintessential. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like but also when she did pick him, not to jump back into her, but when she did pick him, it was kind of like girl, like this man likes the woman he's with. That's why there's no eye
Yeah.
contact. And so like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. It was
It's like
giving, you don't want to look at me? Oh, you gonna look at me? I'm gonna give you something to look at.
it was
Mert
definitely
on this
that.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's them. Do you want to go
Chris
into
and
Chris?
KK.
Yeah, Chris
Yes.
and KK. Chris and
Yeah,
KK.
I loved them. I thought they were so cute. I have thoughts, but I like them. That's my first thought.
Yeah. I think they are cute as well together aesthetically. I do not want KK to get into this whole like cat and mouse game with him and
Mm,
like almost chasing him a bit. Like,
mm,
girl, if you feel like he ain't doing enough, like,
mm,
don't be the one to be like, well, we didn't kiss. Like, I do think
mm,
that you have to be somewhat forward a little bit and like
mhm.
say what you want. But at the same time, I was like, I don't know if I want to see you doing this.
No, I would agree
Like,
with that. I would agree with that. Like I think there's a delicate line between being you have to be a little forward in certain things and you also have to be a little like I don't want to say passive but observant because
yeah,
a lot of times these behaviors that you're not seeing are reflective of the fact that maybe someone's not there or just it's like it may not be the time just yet.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so yeah, I agree with that. I wouldn't be like, you could kiss me, you could this or whatever. I mean, I would say maybe like if I felt like they didn't realize that it's okay, like I'd be like, yeah, I'm open to kissing. I'm open to kissing outside the challenge or whatever. Maybe I would say that. But it's like they should know that. They should be able to know that especially if you're giving them like good little eyes.
right, right. I think the thing that I'm like hung up on is Chris is clearly here for the games. KK
Mhm,
wants the love. And
mhm,
so with that in mind, it's like,
mhm,
okay, KK is pushing for love and Chris is being slightly avoided
mhm,
because he wants to keep the games
mhm,
first. I
mhm,
also
mhm,
think it seems like he's trying to explore a little bit or give himself the opportunity to.
mhm.
So we'll see what happens with that. He seems like he's into Nicola. He kind
Yeah.
of made that, little gesture while they were
Yeah.
brushing their teeth together.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, that's the part where I'm like, And then I'm also with the people. Chris was a little corny. He was a little corny that first episode. That welcome to my crib, like MTV. Let me show you around. It was giving chill out.
Yeah. No, I've never like this is interesting. It's like I've never been a huge Chris fan, even from last season, but I don't have a negative view of him. But like I may have
Yeah,
negative, like different little individual things about his behavior that I don't like, but I don't have an overall negative view about him per se. But it there is something about him that always gives me like teenage boy in a grown man's body sort of thing. For whatever reason, it's just like his emotional something. It feels stunted or feels like very middle schoolish the way he approaches these relationships or
type
think
shit and
you said what?
would he be like type shit and
Yeah, yeah. It's just so it is what it is. But I would love for him to get it. I would love for him to cut his hair. That I would love because it gives me cartoon. It's like he has a lot of goods to work with, like naturally. But I was thinking about the other day when he was walking in on the little intro thing. I was like, this is so interesting how you can think somebody is like like physically attractive, but just really be just not attracted to their energy and the spirit
yeah,
of who they've shown you that they are, that you don't see the attraction. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the
yeah,
good looks anymore. So even he's walking in, all I could see is that hair. I was just like, it's just bouncing over over his head. Like it just gives me cartoon. It gives me like, hey Arnold, the black kid. I don't know. It's just
yeah.
I would love for it to like be cut. But yeah.
I don't know. Chris is a little sassy to me.
Mm, I can
Um,
see that.
I said that in the season in season 7. I still think that like his slang. I think at one point he said period, which it's like nothing wrong with these things, but it's like when they
Mm,
all come together, it's
mm,
too much for me
mm, mm,
personally.
mm,
And so yeah, he gives me just a little bit sassy. Even his when he came in and was like, "I'm sure you all know me." Love when Lucinda was like, "Why would we know you?" Lucinda actually is very funny. Her one-liners
really?
eats.
You think?
Um, absolutely,
Ah.
absolutely, yeah. She's funny. But yeah, when she was like, "Why would we know you?" I was literally like, "All these people are from across the world. Like, why would they know you?" You know. But yeah, he gives me sassy.
Mm,
Also, too, with Chris, like I said before, he is just part of this season 7 group where it just feels like they're moving very calculated, very much
mhm,
so. Like, I gotta put on for the cameras.
mhm,
I do think that there is some interest in KK. She's a beautiful woman. Body is T. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? So, why would you not be attracted to her?
mhm.
And she also has a very soft energy. But he did say at one point, I don't know who he was talking to, that like he wants to be in for the games, but KK is the type of girl that might like push him towards the love side. I would like to see that happen because again, I do think that
Mhm,
they look good together.
mhm,
But I would just like just from KK's history, I didn't watch her season, but just from what I saw, for him to just be a little bit more genuine about the fact that he really wants to win, so
mhm,
that it would give her the opportunity to explore or see if there's anybody else out there for her, because she seems like a like I want to lock in type of person. And I think he said that he watched her season. I
mhm,
think he knows that she is somebody who is genuinely like liked by the public, or like she
mhm,
had a lot of talk around her from what
mhm.
happened when she left with the dude from her season. And so I
He
do
left?
wonder if yeah, her dude got voted out and she left with him even though he played in her face all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, so because of that, she has a lot of conversation around her in general, right?
Mm,
Also, very strikingly beautiful black
mhm,
woman. And so I feel like Chris understands that. And he might be trying to, like, just buddy up with that, knowing that
mhm,
she might be somebody who either has a lot of conversation or
mm,
is well liked by the
mhm,
public, and that'll keep him in the game longer.
mm. Well, hopefully be yeah, like I agree. Be like hopefully he is gonna be genuine with her about whatever his feelings are. Because
Yeah.
even though I said like I am not a huge fan of Chris, I think that when he's in something, he feels like he seems like he's in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is just more about like what's that middle school dance gonna happen like before he gets there, you know?
Yeah.
And so like anywho. Um Who is next? Want to talk
Let's go into Garby and Ken.
Garby and Kenya? There's Kendall.
Garby and Kendall.
I'm not gonna call him Ken. Um,
I like Garby.
yeah,
I
she's
like Garby.
cool.
Yeah, I like that she's athletic. I like that she zoomed through that first competition. Um, and she just seems really sweet. She's my favorite of the girls besides
Mm,
Solene right now. Her and
that's so
Solene are like,
interesting.
yeah.
KK's my favorite, to be honest, but also just she just seems regular and very relatable. Garby is interesting though. I'm like, she looks like the way she wears her hair mainly. Like she was watching 90s TV. She was watching Lisa Turtle and she was watching them do them little flippy bangs from the
The feather
90s
bangs.
cuz
Yeah.
she like literally her hair it's like I could tell she's from somewhere else. You know what I mean? By the way
Yeah.
she wears her hair. Like even though it's like a wig, it's a weave or whatever, it's it's the way it's styled. It's like I could tell you from wherever you said you were from.
Yeah.
But it's just like the American accent throws you off a little bit.
Yeah, which
I
is a great accent. I'm like, girl, she ain't
yeah,
listening to nothing but black TikTok creators, black TV, because
I
she would
don't
fit
know
right
what
in. She got a little bit of AAVE in there. Like,
I
to
ain't got
me, I
time.
was like, the gestures, some of them, I was like, wait a
Yeah,
minute, girl. Like, where are you from? Are you from here? Are you from there? But
yeah.
no, she got the accent down packed.
But isn't Mert's from Belgium too, right?
Yeah.
And it's like worlds apart, worlds apart. What's happening?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because she tried to learn English. Like, she studied English. Mert clearly probably is on Duolingo, as
I know he probably was
Lucinda
like, "What
called the
more do my face
right.
speaks for me, my
Right.
body speaks for me.
Yes.
Face card never declines." Like he's out here. But yeah, I like her. Kendall isn't shown much,
Yeah.
at least from what I've seen. What are your thoughts? Like, I mean, he's in the group settings. He's always got something to say, but I didn't see a
Yeah,
lot of
he's
like,
being messy Kendall. They edited him to be messy Kendall because the only lines he got this episode was, "Did you see that? Tyreek and KK just went upstairs. They might kiss." Like, messy, messy, messy,
yeah,
just
yeah.
messy. When Lucinda started crying, here comes Kendall. It's just messy. Always in somebody's business. You don't let
Mhm.
conversations just be conversations.
Mhm.
Just messy. I really like Garby, so I want her to find somebody else.
Oh.
But it seems like they are just like, zoop.
But at the same time, it's like I was like I'm like, I think he's faking. Garby, I think
Yeah,
he's faking. I think he wants to
yeah,
win. He's excited because you win. I don't know about the love part, so I don't know,
yeah,
girl.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see as more people start to trickle in, because I don't see
Yeah.
Garby going anywhere because she probably will be able to win competition. So,
Mhm.
um, especially with how competitive she seems like she is. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Alrighty, so let's go into Andrea and Josh.
Mhm. I didn't have much
Thoughts?
thoughts on either of them except for
Yeah.
Josh. He's very like I said before, perfect target. Is something about him that is giving not either not confident or not good with the comebacks, and so it just makes you look a little flustered or like
Yeah.
something.
I think he's reactive. It's
Maybe
like he
that
can't
too.
necessarily take a joke. He thinks that
Mhm.
things are pointed towards him, so it might be a little
Mhm.
like, not paranoia, but just that anxiousness of like on edge. Like, are you talking about me? Are you laughing at me? Like, "Ugh, let me show you who I am."
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, it's a little annoying because I'm like, when you in a group of goofy guys, like, I don't know. I feel like guy banter a lot of time is to pick on each other a little bit,
Yeah.
like a very
Mhm.
like homeboy, homebro setting.
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
like, I don't know if you're gonna like this. Like, you might become best friends with Mert a little bit because he's a little bit more on the sensitive side. He probably ain't gonna like
Yeah.
joke around with you
I
too
know
much.
he
But
ain't. And don't let
Tyreek,
Mert crack a joke on you in another language,
oh
because you gotta think you safe with him, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
he busts out on you.
yeah,
But no, I think
yeah,
he's yeah. I think everything you said is accurate. It doesn't annoy me or anything like that. I just kind of feel for him a little bit, like But Andrea seems to is it Andrea or Andrea? I think it's
Andrea.
Andrea, yeah.
Yeah.
She seems to like him more than Charlie because she wasn't all like, "I'm glad you pulled me," I do like,
Yeah.
she just was kinda like, "I'm not unha" whatever she said. "I'm not unhappy," or "I'm not," whatever.
Yeah. We'll
Seems
see how
like
she sizes up with the public. People still don't like her from season 6. She was with Rob for all of 2 days, and I don't know, she's kinda made that her identity. But you know that clip where it's like Leah, she's like, "Bitch, now you sending 3 home."
no.
You ain't seen that one? Oh,
Mm-mm.
well, child, anywho, that was all around her being dumped and
Leah being
because
dumb?
she got dumped. No, Andrea, she got dumped. She got voted off by the girls. They did the public vote. She was at
Uh-huh.
the bottom. The
Mhm.
girls voted her off. Rob was upset about that. Rob
Mhm.
was coupled up with Leah before Andrea came in. So they felt like it was like a target situation, but it really wasn't. And Rob was upset and he was like, now you send the 3 home because now I'm finna go home and be with her. And she was like, okay, bitch, like, but you're still here. Like, you talking that talk, but you didn't end up leaving. Andrea also thought Rob was going to leave for her again. It's been
Mhm.
like 2 days that they were together.
Mm.
And so, yeah, she's kind of made that her whole thing.
Mm.
Yeah. So the public don't like her for that.
Really? Because like, I tell you, I saw, like, a little voting thing, and she was at the bottom of the list. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Not
side
surprised.
note,
Not
we are
surprised.
doing voting.
Yes.
Yes, we are doing
Yes.
voting.
Shameless plug.
Tell the
Yes.
people about it.
Yes.
You can find it on
Yes.
our
I'll
our
make sure
link
the
in
link is in the description,
Mhm.
but it's also on our bio on Instagram and TikTok. Every single day after every single episode, we will have a poll for you to vote for each Islander, whether or not you are a fan of them, you're not a fan of them, or if you're neutral. And then we will display the results daily on Instagram. The poll will be open from after the episode until 6 p.m. the next day. And then the results will be up around 7 p.m. Eastern time. So, yes, make sure you go vote. Make sure you go
Yeah.
vote. But yeah, back to Andrea. Do you have any other thoughts on her before we move on?
No, no. She doesn't seem likable or unlikable, but, hearing all that story from season 6, I'm like, "Whew,
Yeah, it's a bit much.
I don't."
Okay, our last couple, Nicola and Isaiah, they're not shown too much. I don't really
Mhm.
have an opinion on Isaiah. Like, I don't know who
Mhm.
he is quite yet.
Mhm.
Nicola, I do think. Oh,
I got
what?
something to say about him. He looks like Aaron and Kayla made a baby and he grew up, and this is him. Cause this man looked like Kayla, like in 20, 30 years. I don't know how old this man is. Kayla's son gonna look like this because he looks like Kayla to me. And like Aaron a little. It's like he looks like their
The
child.
hair. Yeah, I can see it. I can
The
see it.
eyes look like Kayla to me, but like the hair,
Yeah.
the body, the physique, yeah, I can give it to like Aaron or whatever. But yeah, but that's all. That's all I have to say about him, Isaiah. He doesn't have anything
Ah,
that he
yeah,
did that
yeah,
made me think
yeah,
one way or the other about him.
yeah. Same. But Nicola, she seems very sweet. She seems
Mhm.
very sweet, very likable. I
Mhm.
am rooting for her. Hopefully she can kind of push through. I don't know if the competition thing is like the social thing doesn't seem like
Yeah.
it's her vibe, or maybe she's not just clicking with this group of people. Um
Well, she seemed like she's clicking enough with Lucinda because I was like, for sure, you better put that girl up in there. You know what I'm saying? In a little,
oh, yeah.
I was like, why she pick Andrina? Like, I would have picked that girl. That girl, like she said, she got noodle arms. She would have been able to fling her around. I just
Yeah.
so the
Yeah.
fact like when she was sitting there talking to her and they were talking about like who should you pick and she's like I'd pick someone smaller than you and I'm like
That's you.
you like Lion King out here like you like because that's what it seemed like it seemed like she should have been the one that's in there so I figured they were just friends and that's why she didn't do that so
Yeah. Well, Nicola also did very well in the competition. I think she came up second or third.
But I think that stupid ass competition, I don't put all this stock into that competition that they keep trying to put in it. Cause I'm like, yeah, it's a unique set of skills though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, it is a unique set of skills.
I put more stock into the duel competition. Like that's where I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And Andrina's
Yeah.
one that you can play with a little bit because she ain't got it. She ain't got it. But Nicola she has good personality. I liked her intro all the way. Really,
Yeah.
really likable person. She gives me like Jackie Kennedy a little bit, like the way she looks. She has a very peculiar look or whatever.
Yeah. I
But
say she looks like a creature, like in a good way. Like there's people who have like I don't know. I personally like Erica Badu. I'm like she looks like a creature, but it's in a good way. Like you're different.
mhm.
But it's very striking. It's very unique. You know.
Definitely
Um.
very unique.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like, so I like her. And it is interesting, like Chris liking her and thinking, being attracted to her energy or whatever. I don't want her to take KK away, but I do like her.
Yeah.
So
We'll
I
see.
don't know what's gonna happen with that Chris situation, because, but I was just like, not him sitting here talking about you're my second choice, you're my second place choice. She's like, oh, I am, oh, really? Like I was like, stop, girl, calm down. Not for him saying you're
Right, not
second
for being in
place.
second place.
And she was like,
No,
oh,
honestly, because what happened to like I also would like to get to know you. I was like, Chris, like just straight up telling the girl, yeah, you second, like you my second choice, like you
oh,
girl number two,
yeah.
you side hoe, like you the side chick.
Like if this doesn't work out, call me. Like I'll
Yeah,
call you. Like, and she's like, really? I was just like,
yeah,
this right here. But for some reason, I mean, I like the KK him thing, but for some reason, I if I were KK, I'd be concerned about this. There's something about the way he keeps mentioning it
yeah.
that's giving, I don't know. I don't
We'll see,
know.
because Justine finna come in, baby, if she finna shut the house down.
Yeah, so Justine.
So
Let's talk about Justine a little bit. Are we finished talking? Yeah, Isaiah. Yeah,
yeah.
as everybody. Justine, like thoughts. I
I
was
am
like,
surprised she came back. Quite honestly,
yes,
I guess she like, baby, one thing I'm gonna do is get on a TV show, okay, and try to win some money, and I'm here for it. I
yeah,
love Justine. She's very competitive. She was in the challenge, loved her there. So
yeah.
we shall
And
see.
apparently,
And
she
then,
won Love Island
yeah, she
Games, the
won the
first
first
one.
season.
So
And the
homegirl ain't
guy that's
playing.
coming in, so she's best friends with Sally. So that's
Mm,
interesting. That her best
mm,
friend's ex will be in there with her.
mm.
So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I wonder what their relationship. Johnny, that's his name. I wonder what their relationship is now. Probably, I'm sure amicable. It's been years at this point, but
Yeah, and she can't
yes,
control who they put her in the house with, because it's not like they're coming
yeah,
in as a couple. They're coming in just as the new
yes, bombshells.
bombshells, I guess. They're bombshell.
Yeah.
'Cause I was wondering if they were going to do bombshells. I was like, it's so short of a time period. But anyway, anything else
Um,
from this episode? You have any other thoughts?
no, I just think overall, I think I'm glad they upped the prize money because that's how you make it a competition, baby. 250,000. That's something to play
Yeah,
for. That's
yeah,
something to get
I
down and
agree.
dirty for. I might eat some bugs for that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, no, I don't know what I would do, but that is a good chunk. It's definitely way more than. And is it like a split sort of thing? Do you win it as a couple or do you win
I
it
don't
as
know
an
if you split
individual?
it or not. I'm assuming
Mm,
you win it as a couple.
yeah, I was thinking
Uh,
that too.
also, yeah, so 125.
I
It's
wonder if
still a
it's a
good
like
little.
take the money or split it type of thing as well, because that would
Uh,
be like,
and I don't know what I would do at the end.
because
It's a
you're not there
competition.
for
I might be
love.
out there like Serene and Traders. Play again.
All right,
No.
girl. I don't got nothing else.
But yeah, but that's it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hype us up. Again, go vote on our poll. It'll be in the description. And
Mm-hmm.
we will catch you for tomorrow night's episode.
Mm-hmm. All
Bye.
right. Bye.